Just allow me to read, this is an important one, that is Professor Peter Anyang Nyong'o, who is not just, the county governor of Kisumu, but this is one of those guys who has stood with Raila through it all. And he says, it is titled, A Tribute to the Enigma, the Son of the Soil, Right Honorable Raila Odinga. A powerful man has just rested. A lion has returned to the mountain. The storm has stilled, but the thunder of his footsteps will echo for generations. The sun rose heavy with sorrow. The skies paused in reverence, and the land weeps. Not just Kenya, but Africa and the world at large. Because a man like Raila Odinga does not die. No, he transcends. He takes a break, a halftime. A warrior's rest after decades on the front line of justice, democracy, and the dreams of a nation. Raila was never just a politician. He was a movement, a rhythm in our national heartbeat, a voice that thundered in parliament, whispered in prison cells, and sang from the streets of Kibra to the hearts of millions. His was a life poured out, fully, completely, in service of a better Kenya. He was imprisoned, vilified, betrayed, but never broken. He never silent, never afraid. And I'll just stop it at that so we can just try and catch up with what's happening in Karen.
Mama Ida is about to
Mama Ida is there, so, and we had seen some photos of even President William Ruto having visited alongside some of his cabinet members and top ODM party leaders. So let's just cross over to Karen, and that is at the Odinga homestead. Should be just outside the Odinga homestead, and just to see what exactly is happening as we look to see presumably is going to be a press briefing, an address, and we could see some of the leaders there who are trying to just contain the crowds there. We do have people who left different parts of Nairobi, including Kibra, who have made their way to Karen, saying they're going to mourn with the family. And so
I think that's going to be perhaps one of the most important moments as soon as that press conference is underway and hear Mama Ida speak, should fill in the gaps and tell the nation exactly what happened. And we will be able now to pick up from there, because then after this, presumably the president will take over and give this plan for the state, presumably announce, the days of national mourning and that sort of sequence. So this looks like, the beginning of sort of the proper timelines and planning of what would be the sending off of Raila Odinga. As soon as it settles, and see the chaos, the people, and everyone else trying to get the correct angle, and the public who have come to it, in this current home.
And you can just see how they're struggling to just contain people because of how emotive it is. It's it almost look a bit chaotic because everyone is trying to express themselves. You can see people trying to reach to where Mama Ida is to see her. And
exactly, and I think that is why it is extremely important for there to be structured communication around this, so that people can actually have, because right now it is out of curiosity, shock, it's a mix of emotions, and proper communication has a way of dealing with that, where you explain to people, this is what happened, this is what we know, this is what's going to happen, so that people also have things to say, because like I said, this is not someone who just belonged to this family. As you can see, I am sure some of these people have never even gone there, but they're saying now we are going to find out where this man lives. We need to be told what's going on and that sort of thing. And I think it's important that there is some communication that comes out from the family, from the government, even if all the plans are not in place. But there ought to have been that announcement today with some kind of detail that helps to then fill in some of those gaps. I mean, this is let's not pretend about it. These are tense moments in a country. I mean, our country is always generally a very fragile, and many times in political things also excitable. And I think information helps to really calm people down and help people understand this is what happened, this is what's going to happen next. Because right now there's uncertainty. When people are uncertain, then they become unpredictable. And so for me, I think information is going to play a critical role at this stage in just helping to manage what is happening in the country.
And you could tell even from when the news started coming out as sort of rumors.
Yep.
And now everyone starts now moving to mainstream media to see whether we will confirm the information or otherwise. There's been that vacuum. You know, there was that vacuum until now we had to rely, you know, we thought the president would address this, but to this point he hasn't. Bonakisia, what do you think about the communication around this?
You know, the government has got its own system of communicating such a sensitive matter. And it's important that that protocol is, is followed. Otherwise, we can run into deeper, more chaos. And I'm assuming that the first thing, of course, is because this is a highly sensitive security matter, the first thing that the president would do is to have a very deep, in-depth meeting with the National Security Council. Now, to start planning